let's jump right into it. Levi, you want to give us a little background about what you do at OtterBox, how long you've been there?
Yeah, sure. So I've been with OtterBox for about a little over 11 years, and during that time, I've done quite a few different roles within the sales organization, supporting and leading groups within corporate carrier, indirect carrier distribution. I've even dabbled in sales operations when we started that team, got it off the ground, and now I am happily seated in our B2B team, supporting our awesome key partnerships, such as RAM Mounts, the most important of all, within the Universe platform. So this is by far the most exciting and challenging and interesting job that I've ever had here, and I can't wait to see where we go from here.
That's awesome. Yeah, we love OtterBox, and you guys are the most fun, especially at trade shows. I've really enjoyed having booths next to you guys. So the first question I have for you is, how do your business solutions, how do they differ from your consumer solutions?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ashley. So when we're looking at our consumer solutions, that's, I think, what a lot of people recognize us for. But really, where we got our start 21 years ago was within the B2B space, serving our business customers, enterprise customers. And that's kind of at the core of who we are, listening to the customer. And that's why I love doing what I'm doing now. So specifically, and we'll talk a little bit more about this, I'll use the Universe case system as an example. Within B2B, we're looking to create full solutions that really answer and meet the needs of our customers for the specific use case that they need. So this rail system really allows us the flexibility to partner with RAM mounts and create the solutions that they're looking for and solve their problems.
In the rail system, and can you speak a little bit to that rail system, what that is?
Yeah, so it is a universal rail system, hence the name. So this rail is the same across our entire portfolio of products, and it allows for RAM Mount to create a solution, and we'll go into this more as well, a solution that incorporates that same type of rail mount, and so that you can put peripheral equipment on there. You can put it into a mounting solution in a truck or on a forklift, but you could also, it goes beyond that. You can put payment peripherals on there for mobile POS. You can put battery solutions on there if you need additional battery power. There's really no limit to what this platform can support. So, and that's what I love about it. We're always creating new solutions to help meet the use case needs of our customers.
Yeah, and you were showing this a minute ago. This is the new solution that you were speaking to. So this is the Square Reader, and this is in our Easy Roller Power Dock for the Tab Active3. And this power dock right here has one peripheral of power. We also make one with 2 USB ports. So if you need to have this plugged in, you want a vehicle with like a mobile workstation, you can plug in a keyboard, you could plug in all sorts of things, you know. So that's really convenient. But going back to your rail system, so we have included in the design of this, we've included I'm trying to make sure you can see it, the cutout for that rail, so you can do exactly like you were saying. So here's the Square Reader. When you have this docked in here, before you dock it, you would remove this and then just pop this on the back, and it's like a little caddy. It'll keep this there. And I think you spoke about this earlier when we were off camera, but you were saying the best thing about this is that you can pop this on the back, so it's not rolling around in the car or getting lost in your bag or getting, you know, bumped or jostled. So this really just keeps all of your accessories in one place. So we've really, I think this is a really, really great product.
It was a very thoughtful design to incorporate that, thinking about what your customers are going to need beyond just a mounting solution for the device itself.
Another quick accessory I'll point out is the docking station that you guys were just referencing also has a built-in cavity in the back
Oh yeah.
that accounts for the really great OtterBox hand strap attachment that goes to the tablet
Yeah.
versions of the OtterBox universe. So you don't have to take that off or anything. So that seats right back into the dock with the tablet.
Yeah. So it's got that large cavity. So you would really only need to remove the bulky accessory. If you have one attached, you would only need to remove that and then attach it to the back of the dock, and then easily just, you can't see me do this, but drop this in, pop it in.
And we've mentioned this with other docks, but essentially the way that docking station works is that you have two different cables going into the sides. One is connecting to power, so immediately when you pop that into the dock, you're immediately connected to your power source.
Yeah, so
and then the other side lets you connect to multiple peripherals. So you may have your keyboard, printer, other devices hooked up in the vehicle. So the moment you dock that in, you're immediately connected to your power and all of your other peripherals inside of the vehicle. So it's really easy to get in and out of the vehicle. And then just as you guys were showing with that caddy for supporting that rail system for your extra accessories, you get out of the vehicle, pop your OtterBox accessory into the rail, and then just in and out. It's very easy to work with.
It's awesome. So another question we have for you, universe cases, that whole series, what key features or benefits of that series can you speak to that are, best in your opinion, or that you think are important to highlight?
Sure. Yeah. So I think one of the things that we should highlight is just the protection that you still get with a universe case. A lot of people see the thinner, slimmer design and they wonder, is that as protective as the rest of the OtterBox lineup? We put this thing through the same rigorous testing that we put all of our products through. And I think that's important because of the environments that this type of solution will be in. Just because it has the added flexibility of having a mobile point of sale or a battery, extra battery power added to it. That doesn't mean that it has to be less protective or less rugged. So that's one thing that I would highlight, is that it goes through all the same testing, drop testing, chemical testing with sanitization chemicals, so that if you're in an environment where you need to be constantly wiping that thing down, you don't have to worry about it degrading the material or fading the case at all. We put this thing through all kinds of, even a denim rub test, because for those that didn't know, I didn't know how harsh of chemicals they use to create denim. So those chemicals over time can really put some big wear and tear on materials. So we have literally a piece of denim that is on a machine that rubs on our case 10,000 times to make sure that it doesn't degrade the material and it doesn't fade the color if there is a specific color.
Wow.
That would be the main thing. And then of course the flexibility that comes with the universe system, for those that, if a customer is looking through the portfolio of products and says, well, there isn't a specific RAM mount option for the universe for this specific device that we need, that doesn't mean that it can't be created. We pride ourselves on the flexibility of universe. I've said flexibility probably 15 times already. So if that isn't a clue, I don't know what is. There is a lot that we can do with this, and we can do it fairly quickly. We're experimenting with a lot of different prototyping options to be able to bring pilot solutions quickly to market for our customers, and really vet it out and find out what the specific use case need is, so that we can create it and get it out into the field.
Awesome. What industries would you say that the universe case is most used in?
Yeah, good question. We focus on 5 different verticals. We kind of delineate 5 different verticals that we approach for these solutions, and B2B in general. And those would be healthcare, education, retail, field services, and government. And then within those different verticals, you've really got some common use cases. So think of, I'll pick mobile point of sale because we keep going back to that, and it's so popular these days with curbside pickup and line busting and the things that our retail customers are looking for. That's not just within retail. You know, that mobile point of sale could be within a number of different verticals. So think healthcare or field services or government. If you're in HVAC and you literally work out of your truck for 50 to 60 hours a week, you will need that mobile point of sale in order to transact with your customers. So we really look at it more from a sales standpoint. We look and a solution standpoint. We look at it from a use case perspective, more so than a vertical perspective. But those are the industries that I would say we focus on.
Great. Do you, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you potentially have a favorite RAM accessory that we make for the universe? Or do you just like your children, you love them all?
Yeah, I do love them all, and I use a lot of them on a regular basis. The X Grip is kind of a, you know, that's the standard go-to for me on the boat. I think a lot of people would agree that that's an awesome solution for being able to get out on the water. I love it. From a sales standpoint, I really like the armband, the RAM mount armband, and that might surprise a lot of people, but it's a really cool, unique solution in that it allows you to have kind of a hands-free mount on your person, a wearable that is close enough that it is really convenient, but it still leaves both of your hands free. So if you're in a warehouse environment, instead of having a hand strap on a device, you can have it on your wrist, and it's still very accessible, very easy to see and interact with, but you've got both of your hands free. So it's I think it's a great safety. It's a great thing to approach from a safety standpoint and just an overall convenience standpoint. It's a great solution.
Those are both very good answers. So before we get into any other questions, I just really wanted to quickly show the audience some of the other solutions that we have developed for devices wrapped in a universe case. So right here is our 6-port charging dock. Rick, can you pan down to there? Okay, this is my best angle, everyone. So this is our 6-port charging dock, and this will charge up to 6 Tab Active Pro, a Tab Active3, a Tab Active2 simultaneously. And it has these little sizers that you can screw into the side that will accommodate for that smaller device. Let me grab one over here just so I can show you. But this is a really great solution. This works with devices wrapped in an OtterBox universe case. And as you can see, we have taken into account that hand strap. I don't know if you can actually see that, but we've spaced these enough that I can drop this right in with the hand strap still attached. And this is an awesome solution if you, an awesome, you know, enterprise solution. If you have a lot of employees, they're all using different devices. Well, not necessarily different, but they're using these devices, a Samsung Tab Active Pro 2, 3, wrapped in the OtterBox universe case. At the end of their shift, they can just drop these into one location. There's not a whole bunch of wires everywhere. This base is weighted, so it's not going to be floppy or loose. You just drop that in at the end of your shift, and you know that everything is located in the same spot and it's charging. So this is I really like this solution. I think it's really smart. We have also developed solutions for XCover Pro, Samsung XCover Pro wrapped in an OtterBox universe. So this is our charging dock. It's the Easy Roller powered dock. Just plug that right into USB power. And this is the new XCover Pro wrapped in an OtterBox universe case. Drop this in, and it's completely form fit. So it's nice and sleek, low profile, and it's going to keep you charged throughout your day. We also have this in a multi-port charging solution for that XCover Pro. This one's really cool because it's really sleek. It's not very bulky and long. It's really sleek, weighted, like the other one, and you can charge up to 6 devices at once. It has these LED lights right here that indicate whether the device is charging or it's not, and yada yada. It's great product. I love these multi-device charging solutions that we have developed. So those are some cool. And then finally, I wanted to show you guys at home some of the solutions that we have made for the Apple MagSafe. So the iPhone 12 comes with, or not comes with, but you can purchase a wireless charger called their MagSafe. And we have created this, which is our RAM ball adapter, where you just pop that little puck right into the adapter ball that we have, so that you pop that MagSafe adapter into our ball adapter, and paired with an OtterBox case that is also MagSafe compatible. I was going to say friendly. We can be friendly. Compatible, works perfectly. So of course I drop it. Rick, why did you let me drop it? So it works perfectly with this. And then we have one right here. This is the one we're really excited about. This is our Quick Grip. Now this is a prototype. We are in development right now, but as you can see, just with that one, it popped out, but that's because I dropped it. That is our more low profile. So that's going to work really great if you have it in a car, if you have it maybe on your desk, something like that. But if you want something a little more robust, a little more rugged, that's really going to hold your phone, using the classic Quick Grip. This is a great solution for open cockpit, say a motorcycle or a boat or something like that, or even in your vehicle. This is going to be a really great solution. So it's got that spring-loaded top cup paired with OtterBox case that is MagSafe compatible. And then the puck is located inside of here. Because this is a prototype, I'm scared they're going to be mad if I break it. I'm scared to open it, Rick. Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Whew, I don't want to get fired. I like working here. So there's the MagSafe adapter that's just pops right into there, and then you put the little cover on, and then you're good to go. And this has the hole patterns for you to attach a diamond plate base, and then it works just with any of our arms and bases that we have. So
yeah, the reason why it's built in like that is that it's actually kind of a slotted hole that the MagSafe sits inside of. Just to account for all the different types of phones out there, it's very important to get the MagSafe perfectly aligned with the phone. So you configure it for your specific phone. So then when you put it in, you don't have to worry about aligning it with the MagSafe. It just lines right up right away.
That's right. It's kind of like what I was struggling with a little bit with the.
Yeah, and that spring-loaded one, that's really to make it for those rugged environments, like any open cockpit, motorcycle, even on a kayak, you can have an external battery used to power a wireless charger. The first one that we were looking at, that's more on the consumer level, if it's in like a commuter vehicle, because really it's as secured as the magnet that's built into the MagSafe. That's what's holding it up.
And before we get to any questions from Sarah, I have a really odd question, and maybe there's no answer to it, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but where did OtterBox name come from?
So I want to make sure I'm off mute.
You're off mute. We can hear you.
Okay. So the story that I heard is that Kurt and Nancy, our founders, he is a injection molding tooling guy by trade. So not unlike RAM Mounts and Origins there. He was driving down to Denver with his wife, and they were thinking, man, if we're going to get into this type of industry long term, we probably need like a name not like Richardson Tooling or any of the others that they had in the past. They needed an actual like brand name, and they just started throwing around ideas. And our dry box, our waterproof dry box, was one of their first products under that name. So they thought, what's waterproof, and we want something to be fun and cute and that people will gravitate toward, and they thought of an otter. And he grew up at the base of the Spanish Peaks and an outdoors kid his whole life, and so he was an avid outdoorsman, still is. And so they decided that that OtterBox, the dry box, And an otter being a fun, playful water animal was the way to go.
I think they made a very good decision. Love the name. Love it.
Me too.
Sarah, are there any questions from the audience?
Yes, our first question is from Catherine, and she is asking, I use a Square reader for my small business. How does the OtterBox adapter work with it?
Is that the one that you were holding?
Yes.
Great question.
Where did I put it?
So I would say that if you go onto Square's website, I believe that you can actually purchase and I don't have one here with me, so I'll use a different mobile payment.
I think I have one right here.
Oh, you have one. Perfect. Yep. So Ashley's showing it there. There is a version of that Square reader that comes with the Universe adapter on the back of it already. Mm-hmm. So I believe that we are able to source those on our OtterBox.com business website, and we can share that as well. And then, but Square.com should be able to provide those as well. And it's the same exact type of solution. It just has a different back on it that accommodates the Universe rail system, and it slides right on there.
And our last question is from Josh, and he is asking, does the new RAM dock support the Tab Active3?
The vehicle dock does not support Tab Active3, and that's simply because it's a form factor dock for each specific case. Now that dock is specifically for the OtterBox Universe case version of Tab Active3, which does have a little bit of a different form factor to it. I think technically you could put the Tab Active3 OtterBox case inside, but I don't think it's secure enough to where we would officially recommend it.
Yeah, and I would also be wondering, because there's such a minuscule bit of room when you insert that Tab Active3, I would be concerned that you wouldn't have a snug enough fit to really have those contacts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need the contacts to be secured for it to charge properly. And really all these solutions, they're built for rough environments. So that's kind of the use case that we're getting behind with all of these designs.
Mm-hmm.
So it does need to be a very secure fit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Good question.
And those are all of our questions.
Sarah, do you want to announce our winners?
Yes, let's give a big congratulations to both Junior Mobley and Robert Huser.
Congratulations to you both. And thank you so much, Levi, for joining us. This has been wonderful. We would love to have you join us again. Hope to see you in the near future once we start going to trade shows again. That would be fun. And thanks for joining us. This has been great.
Thank you. Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thanks. I hope I get invited back.
I hope you will. Absolutely. I was about to say, I hope so too. I got to ask, see if we did a good job or not. But I'm sure this has been wonderful. So thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next time.